this video, we are going to be talking about creating reports and hardcopy maps. And first, I should apologize. I looked at the last video and I hadn't realized how caffeinated I was with my mouse. I guess it's a nervous habit. I will try and restrain myself this video. So we're going to go into OC Map. And the first thing I'm going to do is zoom in just so we can see some tax lots. And I'm going to go and click on this Print and Report tab. And you'll see there's this button called Reports. This is where we access most of the reports that we've generated. And if I click on this first drop down, you'll see there's a whole series of reports that we've created. We have a lot of flexibility now for the kinds of reports we can create, and so we can add to this list, and I'm sure you guys will come up with ideas for us for the kinds of reports you want to see. First thing I'll show is this tax lot report, and this is equivalent to the property report in OC Map. And what you do is you select the report type, the output format, in this case it's PDF or JPEG, and then the graphic tool that you want to use to select the features. I'll just do a little rectangle, and I'm just going to pick 2. Now the reason why it said it was a slow report is it's actually creating 2 different reports, one for each tax lot, and they end up all in the same PDF file, but it does go slow, and so if you have more than about 30, it might actually time out on you. But if I download the report, you'll see here this is the equivalent of the property report. So you have a map, a close-up map, and then you have all the tax lot and information. And let me try and fit this all on one page here. Okay, so that's one page, and then you have the second page for the next tax lot. So I would suggest either do one, if you're just interested in one, just make sure you only select one. But if you have a small area that you want to use the select by polygon tool, you can trace out an area and get 5 or 10 tax lots all at once. So that's kind of a handy function. We have a whole bunch of different types of reports. The zoning summary report is a new one, and I'll just drag a box here. What this does is it goes out and queries all the zones that are in those tax lots I selected, and just gives you a summary. These are the zones that were within that area. Here's the count of the tax lots, and here's their acreages. And if I do a detail report, I'll just do it on this area here, you'll see it breaks it down by zone and then shows you the tax lots in there. And then the totals at the bottom. The Assessor Values Report, this might be interesting for the planners or economic development kinds of uses. Let's say we were interested in finding out some of the economic value of these tax lots. Download the report, and it basically has gone out and gives you basic tax lot information, zoning, and then all of the values from the assessor's database. And by the way, reports like this we probably will not have on our public site because we don't want people to get upset with us. I'm avoiding these mailing labels right now just because that will be a separate video, because there's quite a lot to what we can do with mailing labels. So let me show you the address report. And before I do that, I am going to turn on the address points. And you'll see here at the lower left of the screen, I can flip over to my map layers, and I'm going to turn on my address points. And I'm actually going to pan over to the downtown area where we have photographs of buildings, and I'll flip back over to my reports. Here, I'm going to click on my address report, and I'll just drag a box around the Carnegie Center. And it's going out, and again, this is one of these multi-page reports, so you have to be a little careful you don't get too enthusiastic selecting multiple features. And if you click download report, this is the equivalent of the address report in OC Map. It has the picture, a map, and then all the underlying tax lot information. We'll skip over mailing labels and let's create a hardcopy map. And to do that, the first thing you want to do excuse me, is turn on the layers that you want shown. So let's turn off the address points, and I'm going to put on the aerial photos, and maybe just for some reason I want to do a half and half. This is maybe just to show you. I know what I'll turn the contours on, but make them lighter. Okay, so we want to make a map of this area. I'm going to click on my print map, and we have standard templates made for 8.5 by 11 portrait and landscape, and 11 by 17. We can add to these if you want specific types of maps. I'll do an 8.5 by 11 landscape here. We can output it to PDF or image formats, and I'm going to change from the current extent to the current scale, because what you see on the screen, let's say this is how big you want it to look, how zoomed in or zoomed out it is. So I'll set that to the current scale, and I will give it a title of sample map, and notes go here. And I'll create my file. And it's going out and creating a PDF file that I can save to my desktop if I want, and keep a permanent version of it, or I could just print it from here. And it has a nice looking map and overview map, area for the notes, and then the legend. So that's how you get a map. It's pretty slick. So the next video is going to talk about mailing labels. Thank you.